My hello, YouTube. Greetings from Lazy Arbor Reviewer.
And X-Eagle1.
It's a cartoon Carpool. And today was episode 7 of season 2. And that was, what was that title today?
Changing Gears.
Changing Gears.
And it took a while.
It did take a while.
Drop the clutch. A couple grinding noises.
Took a whole half hour to just go from first to second. And then third, fourth, fifth.
It's like that Cadillac song.
Beep, beep. Yeah, today was Changing Gears, and it was kind of a dumb premise, I'll admit. But anyways, what happened was Megatron built a solar needle, and then they had a fight, and they kidnapped Gears, took out his personality chip, and they put it in their solar needle to harvest energy from the sun.
He was laughing this whole episode.
Oh my goodness, this episode's great. We'll get there. So yeah, they took this personality chip and they pulled a Revenge of the Fallen. Maybe that's where Michael Bay got this idea, because they just made a sun harvester. And the entire episode, Gears is the nicest Autobot ever, except not at the same time. It's like he's
just totally open to suggestion.
Like, yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, he's completely suggestible.
He can't make his own decisions. It just everybody has to do it for him.
Which I like what this episode did to Gears, but I don't get why the chip was needed for the... Like, what did the chip do? They never explained. I was always waiting for that. It's like, okay, they'll explain later.
It was a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle.
And they needed this one chip.
And they needed the one.
And Megatron at the beginning was all like, and we need this one chip from Gears, because I did a scan of all the Autobots, and he's the only one that's got it. So they use the chip, and they use the solar needle, and they all go rescue Gears, and then there's a huge fight, and the Decepticons take off, and they blow up the stuff, and they give Gears back his personality chip. He goes back to normal, he starts whining and complaining, and they all leave without him, because they're tired of his whining and complaining, and that's where the episode ends. It's a really, like, as far as plot goes, that's
Who was the star of this episode?
Oh, absolutely, Gears. I loved this episode so much, and I shouldn't have, because it was dumb. It was really dumb. It was a terrible episode, but it was hilarious.
I will give it. It has the one-liners coming out of nowhere.
Absolutely. It's like, Megatron's like, Gears, I want you to go do this. Oh, I don't know why I want to do it, because you're a two-faced son of a retro rat, but I'll do it for you. I loved those lines. And that's what I loved about this. And
you're easily amused, you know that?
I didn't like Nightbird, but I love this one.
He doesn't like Nightbird, but he loves this episode. I don't get it.
It's a funny episode. It's just,
never cease to amaze, George.
I love the fact that he's just so happily just spouting insults. Just, you're an idiot. But I'll do what you want. I'm Gears. That amused me. I loved it so much. We see more Autobots. Here's something I've noticed. Not so much Dinobot Island Part 2, but then there was the...
Wait, the first thing George said when Trailbreaker came on scene, he's like, oh, there he is. Where were you in Nightbird?
Yeah, exactly. Because Trailbreaker's there, because he would have wrecked.
Shut up.
He would have wrecked in the Nightbird episode, so they wrote him out.
He was on vacation, okay?
And there was a lot of dumb stuff in this episode, too. Yeah, maybe he was just on a side mission with some other people, because like...
He was breaking trails.
Because Sunstreaker wasn't there last episode either. Anyways, yeah, that was the plot. Good points of this episode, the writing. I loved the writing in this. I'm sorry, I loved the writing. The writing was good.
Hey guys, we need to feature Gears, because he's not selling so well. Can you come up with some plot device? And
it was a dumb plot device.
And just, yeah, Gears is a grump, so maybe make it so that he's super happy or something.
But he's still a jerk. Okay, it's the cynicism and the sarcasm. I loved that about this episode, and like I cannot stress enough how much I loved that. I'm sorry you didn't like it. You don't have to. Just like I don't have to like the last episode, but you loved it. Apparently we have a disagreement here again. Two episodes in a row.
Balance each other out, I think.
Anyways, something I've noticed about this episode is that we haven't seen the Season 2 Autobots in quite some time. Even like the Decepticon Season 2. It's like Dinobot Island was the last one we'd seen. This is the third episode where we haven't seen Thrust, Dirge, or Ramjet, Blitzwing, Astrotrain, Trax, Sea Spray, Red Alert, Inferno, Grapple, Hoist. Haven't seen any of them in like 3 episodes.
Because these are filler episodes.
I guess so.
Because they were probably cut from the original season.
Maybe.
And they said, well, these ones aren't what we can pitch right now, because we want to pitch really good.
stories.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Some of them got cut. And I think now that they had the budget, they were able to dig those out and be like, hey, we can make these now.
I guess so. Because like Down About Island was pretty cool to see those characters. But yeah. I don't know, what was your favorite part of this episode?
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part's the two-faced son of a retro rat. I killed myself at that scene because it was just, he says that with a smile and he walks away happy. And I know it's because he's got a defect now because he's got parts missing, but I laughed so hard. That was my favorite part.
I don't know if I have a favorite part.
That's
though.
okay. What was your, like, what part did you hate the most about this episode?
I just hate Gears. I don't like him. And to make him the super happy robot.
That's what's great about it.
No, I don't like it.
That's what's amazing about this episode.
But, you know, one of the, probably the worst part for me was Cliffjumper sacrificing himself so everybody else can get in there and fight. And he just, like, throws himself into the beam.
Yeah.
And then nobody cares.
No.
He's like, what? How did I get here? Where am I? And then everybody's like, oh, he's fine.
Let's run away. Okay, the part I hated the most about this episode, and I know it's getting to a science here dissecting this thing, the Space Needle Sun Harvester thing. The sun is a huge ball of energy, and apparently in 2 hours we're going to shoot a laser at it, and it's going to explode.
From Africa.
From Africa. So we're talking one astronomical unit away, and a little tiny laser about the size of the Death Star is going to blow up the star.
We've only got 2 hours. Let's travel to Africa 2 hours later. Dang it, we're late.
Where was Skyfire? Oh, that was an awesome part of the episode, when they had Sunstreaker and Jazz on Optimus's cab shooting trees. I liked the scene. It's a dumb plot premise because you can't just shoot trees, but it's the fact that they're just driving through going pew, 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 pew.
I was kind of half expecting them to do some kind of Speed Racer front saw blade drive-through thing, but they didn't. But it sure looked like they reused a jungle scene from Speed Racer.
Something like that, yeah. I liked that scene.
I was waiting for the elephant and the Mach 5 jumping over it.
I don't know, Gears is my favorite character in this episode. I don't know, you hate him. Do you have a favorite character in this episode?
My favorite character was Cliffjumper.
And they just...
Yeah, because he was like Mr. Hero, and
they just wasted him.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
No recognition, so I'm gonna recognize Cliffjumper for all that he did.
What would you rate the episode?
A 3 out of 5.
I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. I recognize its faults. It's not a perfect episode. It's not even a great episode, but I loved it anyways.
Actually, no, I'm gonna say 2 out of 5.
Okay, I was expecting you to say that. I can see why people hate this episode, but I laughed so hard at the rating. Anyway, the Great Purple Fish Lord asks, if you could be one of the Transformers, which one would you be?
Oh, Gears, definitely.
I would be Astro Train.
You'd be Astro Train?
I would be Astro Train.
If I could be any, is it G1 or just any?
If you could be anyone.
Any Transformer.
Well, you think about that while I say, if I'm going to be Astro Train, because
I like... That's a hard question.
It is kind of a hard question. I like trains, so I could be a steam train. That's pretty cool. And I like space travel, so I could be a shuttle, and that's pretty cool. And I also can hold everybody inside me, even though I'm the same size as everyone, because mass shifting is pretty cool. So I could be like this big, or I could be this big. You know, it's all good.
You know what? I'd be a Power Master.
Yeah?
Because then I could still go between robot and human. Because I could...
Now you're just cheating.
No, it's not cheating. So, you know what? I would be Lightfoot.
Okay.
Because this is a pretty cool car.
I don't know who that is yet. It's okay, we'll get there.
Lightfoot is also known as Getaway.
Oh, I know who that is then.
Yeah.
He was recalled Lightspeed or something. Or, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, that was it for this episode.
Which I think they renamed Breakaway for their new
That's
toy.
it, Breakaway, yeah. That's what they renamed to.
Why did they have to do that?
Licensing issues.
Still. Why did they have to do that?
Licensing issues.
Come on.
They can't just add Autobot in front of everything, man. Come on. Let's call him Motor Breath. Motor Master is just taken.
Motor Breath. Guys, would you just... Oh, please stop talking.
Smell like diesel and burnt leathery bacon.
15W40, what's wrong with you?
It's fine. 5W40. Anyways, that was episode Changing Gears. I loved it. You hated it.
Yeah.
That was So that's okay.
Looking forward to the next episode. I think it'll be better.
I don't even know what the next episode is yet. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.